everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm touching on a subject that is very personal to myself and maybe, to others as well. My channel was for wig reviews to help people with hair loss or with damaged hair. I'm here today to speak about MND. This is something that has touched myself and my family very closely, and I just want to do my best to help raise awareness as much as possible. Before I get into why I want to create this video, I just want to let you know some of the facts about MND and what it actually is, because I didn't know what this disease was at all. I reached out on Twitter about any personal experiences relating to this disease, and I had a number of people that are so lovely who responded back and asked if I needed any help, give them a shout. I had MND Association contact me asking if I wanted any stats and any facts about the disease, and of course I didn't want to make a video with just my experience. I wanted to let you know what exactly this disease is. I'm going to pop it on the screen now, the leaflet that I was sent with the facts and the stats of this disease, and I'll also link MND Association website below. If you need any help or guidance, please reach out to them. They are fully supportive. MND is a fatal and rapidly progressing disease, and it affects the brain and the spinal cord. The disease kills a third of people who are diagnosed with this disease within a year, and more than half within 2 years of diagnosis. Over 80% of people with MND will struggle with communication, with some having a complete loss of voice. A person's lifetime risk of developing MND is 1 in 300 people, and that is a size of a standard cinema screen. It affects 5,000 adults at any one time within the UK. So the reason I wanted to make this video is because my family member in 2017 was diagnosed with MND, and I didn't know what this was. I did the ALS challenge for the Ice Bucket Challenge a couple years before. I'm doing the Ice Bucket Challenge for ALS, and that's when it was going around, and we were told kind of what that was, because ALS is, I think it's the United States version, and ours is MND. Did the Ice Bucket Challenge, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it would affect my family. And sometimes we take on these challenges and we don't actually look at the full effect it can have on somebody. There is a link in the description below for any donations onto the MND website. Even if it's a couple pennies, go send as much as you can. It helps with research. We want to find a cure one day. On Twitter, when I requested some people's personal experiences, some people had gone through this with a family member and now are researching the disease, so I applaud people who are doing that. So be sure to go and donate as much as you possibly can. You can even set up a monthly scheme when you pay so much a month, and you can set that up on their website, and again I'll link everything in the description below. Go check it out. Before I get into it, I want to speak about my nan. Here are some pictures of my nan, and she was just an angel in all sorts of ways, and she was just very loved by everybody. The character she was the life of the party. She was just so funny, she was so caring, she was just the best and such a good role model. She would make us body confident, was just always showing how to be comfortable with yourself, have a laugh, just be really positive. I also have this necklace, and it wasn't my nan's, but I bought one for me and one for my sisters and my mum. She loved to look after her hands, and she'd always paint her nails. So that's my nan's nail varnish in a locket. My sisters and my mum have the same. We all picked our own nail varnish of my nan's, and we just swiped in there. Even though this wasn't my nan's, this is very close to us all. This is just how we can feel a little closer. So to start off, my experience was seeing my nan one day just slurring her words a little bit. My nan was always quite forgetful, so we thought that she may have had stroke, so she did get that checked out and she found out she had suffered from some mini strokes. It turns out they wanted to do further testing because she was getting weak and she was starting to be unable to balance very well, and a lot of it was kind of odd. It was going on far too long, so she was getting tests for it. After the tests had happened, she eventually got diagnosed with MND in, it was either June or July of 2017. I remember that day because I got a phone call in work from my dad and he let me know, and I was like, okay. Like I was shocked, but I was like, is that, what exactly is that? I'm someone who asks far too many questions. I was with my husband now and I just told him the news and I didn't really know how to take it. I did my research on it. I asked my husband as well, what exactly is it? We didn't really realise how fatal it was until later on when I did further research. So what the doctor told my nan at the time when she was diagnosed, she had 2 years from symptoms. However, my nan had struggled with sleep, with anxiety, and we just couldn't really pinpoint when it was. And by the end of October, she was taken to hospital because she had had a funny turn. By this point, when she was taken to hospital, she had stopped eating as well, to be honest. She was on shakes, so they were high calorie shakes because she wasn't able to eat. We found out she had dementia. The MND, I've been told, have been starting in people's legs and the balance, but again, we can't really pinpoint when Nan had symptoms, so she kind of got thrown everything at once. There was memories that I would speak to her about in her house, and they were memories that she would like laugh about. She just looked at me a bit like confused and didn't really know what I was talking about, and that hit so hard. So once in the hospital, they were planning to put a peg in so she could be fed that way. Never happened, only because she was too weak by the time that they wanted to operate each time. It was constantly rescheduled, never went ahead, so she was not fit enough to actually go under for that operation. So she was continued to be fed through a like drip solution. I'm not medical, sorry, but this is just my memories of what I remember. We would go visit. I remember going to visit and sitting with my nan. She just couldn't communicate. Her voice was like completely going. She was making more like slurry noises, and she had a little blue whiteboard, so like a little blue edged whiteboard, and she would write on that, but because of her weakness sometimes she just couldn't do it. There's one that I particularly remember, and I'll put it on the screen now. This is where she said, "I make people happy," even though it doesn't look that way. We asked her, "Is that what you meant?" And she said, "Yeah." We're like, "Yeah, that's right." We let her FaceTime my dad along with, you know, while he was in work. There was one specific day that was me and my mum went to go see my nan, and my nan was like, "Go for something to eat," because she was tired. I think she just wants to go to sleep, and we were like, "Go to sleep, it's fine, don't worry." And so she did. We stayed for a little bit. She woke up and she was having a panic attack, so we calmed her down. I remember she looked at her picture across from the bed, and it was in a frame of her and her children, which is my mum, my auntie and my 2 uncles. My mum was like, "Pick a focus point, relax, pick a focus point, concentrate," and my nan's focus point was her children. Seeing her quickly calm once she focused on that picture was just heartwarming. So my nan passed away November 2017. My nan has a huge family. There's a lot of us, and there was a handful of us there. My nan was the first person that I'd see pass away. The experience is intense because everyone's reactions are different. Mine was more shock. My nan was 69 years old and she did not deserve to have this horrendous disease. Dealing with Nan's passing was difficult because I still had my mum, and I felt I had to help look after my mum as much as possible, as well as my sisters probably felt that too, and my dad. My dad was such a huge support to my mum. We all helped each other and we just kind of wanted to be together. I would say if you're dealing with a family member with MND, stay close to your family because you need to be connected and you need to be helping each other get through it, because again, emotions run high on different levels at different times for different people. So you need to be that rock for somebody one day, and somebody else needs to be your rock for another, because not every day is going to be easy. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster. Any disease and any loss that a family has to deal with, you need to stick together. My nan was always a holiday goer, so me and my sister, how we dealt with it was we wanted to make sure that the following year we did everything like memory making. We had one of the best years because we made a conscious effort to make sure we made memories on behalf of Nan, because Nan was so great at making memories with us all. And we went to the one place that she loved, which was Benidorm, and now that's our favourite, and I can understand now why Nan always wanted us to go to Benidorm. So I just want to say, if you do have somebody going through MND, I send you all my love and support right now. Be sure to contact MND Association to get any help and any advice that you may need. If there's any advice I could give, it would be bring them into your daily lives, you know, find similarities along the way. It's not going to be better, but it's going to get easier for sure. Don't worry about that. I hope this video is briefly touched on anything that maybe you're going through as well. I just wanted to make this video to highlight the disease. If you're going through it at the moment, I send you all my love right now. This is something that's never gonna go away unless we help by donating money towards this cause and help research into finding a cure for this disease. I would like to thank you all for joining me today. Continue to share your stories because it's helping raise the awareness. Someone might be going through the exact same thing as you at that exact moment. Let's all come together, help bring this to a cure. I'm sending you all my love right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all very soon. Bye.